The Redskins weren't impressive, but they weren't a disaster. That's progress. That was better, I guess. Better than another unsettling loss. Better than a crowd of allegedly 71,026 booing the day away at FedEx Field. Better than more blame, speculation and anger management. The Washington Redskins won a game, yes, a football game, Sunday, 2015, over the Arizona Cardinals. It was ugly. If the Cardinals had a quarterback just a skosh more effective than the wretched Blaine Gabbert, the Redskins might have lost. So they weren't impressive in victory. But they weren't a disaster, either. For them, that's progress. Or at least it's reason to wake up this morning and try to finish the season's remaining 2 weeks with some vigor. After watching Washington lose its previous 2 games by a combined score of 68-27, it's hard to be dissatisfied with evidence of a pulse. December wouldn't feel so dreadful if the players had competed in this manner in road games against Dallas and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's not entirely about the outcome because injuries have left this squad so limited. But if an NFL team, in any condition, gives a good, professional and focused effort, few games should be blowouts. Washington is competing now to keep its core of players and coaches intact. Sunday's performance won't be cherished forever, but it was a victory that eliminated Arizona from playoff contention. And it kept alive the consolation that Washington, 6-8, could finish the season with a .500 record. "I know we can't go forward," cornerback Josh Norman said. "Everybody knows that. But what you can do is, when you step on that field, give all 110% of you and come out with a win. That's all you can do." DC Sports Blog. Best and worst moments from the Redskins' victory. Give the players credit for a resilient defensive performance. Gabbert, the replacement for the injured Carson Palmer, shouldn't be starting games on this level. The Cardinals are without several offensive weapons, including top running back David Johnson and mid-season acquisition Adrian Peterson. Still, even with those advantages, the Washington defense fought through difficult situations during the game and kept Arizona out of the end zone, limiting the Cardinals to 5 Phil Dawson field goals. Arizona held the ball for more than 60% of the game, ran 80 plays to Washington's 47, visited the red zone 6 times, and came away with only 15 points and 286 yards. The Cardinals averaged just 3.6 yards per play. The Washington defense, led by developing lineman Anthony Lanier II, was ready to play from the beginning. Less than 1 minute into the game, Lanier sacked Gabbert and forced a fumble that Preston Smith recovered and returned to the 6-yard line. It set up Kirk Cousins' touchdown pass to Jamison Crowder. The early gift of a 7-0 lead was exactly what a floundering team needed. 2 frustrating games could be set aside. Confidence would not be an issue. The sky is the limit for him. Anthony Lanier delivers and Redskins win from there. The defense carried the team. The Washington offense gained just 218 yards, failing to reach 300 yards for a third straight game, the first time that has happened in Coach Jay Gruden's 4 seasons. The run game produced just 4 yards in the first half. It finished with 31 and averaged 1.6 yards per carry. Vernon Davis lost a fumble. Cousins was efficient, 18 of 26 for 196 yards and 2 touchdowns. But he needed to introduce us, if not himself, to Capri Bibbs in order to function. The offense's struggles and a special teams gaffe on the opening kickoff of the second half put the defense in several bad or sudden change situations. But Gabbert wasn't going to get into that end zone. "We didn't want to be denied this win," Norman said. "We did not want to be denied this win. And we gave everything it took. Guys, when we had lulls in the game, they picked it up. They rose to the challenge. That's football." Before this game, Washington has spent 2 weeks playing the victim. If something went wrong, the players folded. The team that had been so competitive all season morphed into a pitiful, indifferent embarrassment. Back at home, With speculation about an uncertain future swirling, the players needed to respond. Gabbert's inaccuracy and poor feel for the game helped, but the Washington defense did its job. It even came through in the closing minutes, stopping 2 Arizona opportunities in the final 4 minutes 30 seconds. The last drive, a classic 2-minute situation that has resulted in too much Redskins failure, ended 21 yards from the end zone when DJ Swearinger disrupted a 4th-down Gabbert pass to Larry Fitzgerald. Swearinger ripped off his helmet foolishly in celebration, and flags littered the field. At first, there was fear that his unsportsmanlike conduct penalty would give Arizona another opportunity with 16 seconds remaining. It didn't. The penalty occurred after the Cardinals' final play. After 4 losses in 5 games, after allowing at least 30 points in all of those defeats, the skid ended. Washington won. The defense won. Despite being on the field for nearly 24 of the game's first 30 minutes, the defense showed its resolve. It sacked Gabbert 5 times and harassed him into an awful stat line: 16 of 41, 189 yards, 1 interception, 43.6 passer rating. "We were out there a long time," linebacker Ryan Kerrigan said. "We were just playing ball, man. I don't think any of us really thought, we've been out here forever. We've been put in a bad situation. We were just like, okay, we're up now. We've got to go out and play." I think that mentality, really, can take you a long way. Said defensive lineman Ziggy Hood, "We've been training all season long to come through in a game like this. I wish we had been doing this every game, especially in our losses. Our 2-minute drills have never really been up to par, where we need it to be. But somehow we came through with it, hung in there, and we won. A single victory doesn't change much. Not at this point in a lost season. It's something, however. The team has a heartbeat. It's faint, but it still registers." More Redskins coverage. Redskins rebound from back-to-back blowout losses to squeak past Cardinals, 2015. "I feel like I dodged a bullet there." Kirk Cousins unharmed after big hit in fourth quarter. Best and worst moments from the Redskins win.